corridor, which links an element of Central Asia. There is this larger emphasis on connectivity with Central Asia through multiple laterals, which connects India with the Central Asian countries. There is focus on business-to-business cooperation, commercial cooperation, essentially through the Business Council segment of which again is a derivative of the India Central Asian Summit outcomes. There is specific focus on products and services that we think are complementary in terms of India's engagement, business engagement with Central Asia. These include particularly pharma products, agricultural commodities. Oil and gas is an obvious element, imports of minerals, and also the entire element of IT-related services, and also a new element of cooperation in the field of startup and innovation, wherein India would be chairing the special working group, which means a permanent chair essentially of the startup and the innovation working group. So these are these are crucial elements, and we continue to build on them. We are seeing good progress, good growth in some of these areas.
Coming out of that MEA briefing, remember this was a very, very important briefing by Foreign Secretary Mr. Quatra. Now, let me take this across to my colleague Abhishek Jha, who is joining us live from Uzbekistan in Samarkand. Abhishek, you know, there were a lot of questions about the bilaterals that are expected that Prime Minister Modi is going to be a part of. We do know there is one with the Uzbek Prime Minister. However, on the others, MEA is not willing to reveal at the moment. Do we know what is expected as the Prime Minister is all set to arrive there this evening?
Of course, from the sources that we are still in connect here, because the Prime Minister's schedule is still being finalized, because it is believed that he'll have some pull-aside meeting with some Central Asian countries leaders also. There are one meeting at least from the Russian side which has been confirmed by the Russian state officials that Prime Minister Modi and President Putin will be having a bilateral. Well, they will be talking about India-Russia relationship under the United Nations and G20 ambit. We know that G20 is going to happen 2 months from now, so it becomes very important to have a bilateral with President Putin and Prime Minister Modi to chalk out the plans and the strategies that they'll be talking about and they'll be coordinating during the G20 summit. Also, there is one meeting with which is believed to be a whole, which will be with Iranian President Raisi. Iran is becoming the latest entrant and the permanent member of this summit, SCO summit, and if Prime Minister Modi and President Raisi will have a bilateral talk, surely there will be energy security of India. That is something that India is currently trying to achieve through other destination and alternative sources of energy, is something that Indian government is trying to focus on. Russia has come in as a handy partner and a very reliable partner in the last few months, and Iran is has been one of the key provider of oil and gas for India. But in the last few years, due to American influence and American sanction on Iran, it has been highly decrease the import of oil and gas from Iran. So probably India is trying to realign its source of energies from across the globe, and the Prime Minister Modi and President Raisi's meeting in that context becomes very important.
Absolutely. Abhishek, thank you so much. Remember, this is a very, very important SCO meet, and this is the very first after the 2019 Bishkek summit that Prime Minister Modi is also going to be a part of. Leaving it at that.